Alright guys, we're back with another EZA INT ZAMASU video, and after the absolute just kind of slaughter he's been going through, it's now time for Cooler Core, probably his most difficult test so far, mainly because of the tactical disadvantage he's going to have in the second phase, and also because Cooler Core is still one of the most hardest hitting units or enemies in the game, sitting at a 1.6 milli super attack. So not only is Cooler going to be doing a ton of damage, especially on a super, but INT ZAMASU is also going to have attack disadvantage. So what I've decided to do is, I've decided to bring Strength Rose, number one, because he's going to have type advantage in the final phase. Of course, we can't get his final blow here whatsoever, because you don't final blow this stage, or this phase, and you don't final blow Cooler Core until you win. But he does have type advantage, and of course he does have the support, so I was like, why not use it? So he is with us. But yeah, as I said, this is going to be the hardest test so far for INT ZAMASU. But I believe in him. I believe in him. We're going to lose a little bit of HP here because of this super. Yeah, 189k, but that's fine. He is currently floating, which is annoying, but he doesn't have any build up in his passive, apart from being hit to get the additional, which... I mean, it's not crucial. I mean, the extra 30% defense he can get from a 70% chance of an additional would be nice and definitely useful here. But we can build that up in no time at all. We can build that up incredibly quickly. We've also got a ton of attacks coming against Rose and ZAMASU, which is good as well, so we can actually get them somewhat built up before we go into Cooler Core. But for the most part, I'm expecting more of the same. I think basics, he's going to be calm. He's got his full 60% damage reduction no matter what in this run, because we have a full category team of Realm of Gods units. It's just a super. It's just the super that will actually probably do some damage. However, if we super with INT ZAMASU and we have AGL ZAMASU in slot 1, I think he'll be fine. I think he might take a decent amount, which is to be expected at this point. Again, 1.6 million on a super, type disadvantage, even with 60% damage reduction. But I do still think he'll take some damage. I don't think he'll get us killed though. I don't think he'll be one shot. I think he'll survive fine. And that's all I can ask for, because again, this is a side EZA. If you're out here tanking one of the hardest hitting enemies still in this game, you're up there in my book. So we're going to leave him in slot 1 here. He's actually going to get his 70% chance of an additional immediately, which is great. So yeah, any type of build up he was going to have, which is that, he's done. Double digits against the Cooler army, which is good. He's going to super, so if he gets supered now, again, I can't imagine it's going to do too much damage. We're going to find out, though. How much is it saying? How much is he taking? 48 damage. He even got his defense load. He's still tanking double digits. But the good thing, as I said, is he's been hit 6 times in this one turn alone on his first appearance. So he does now have that 70% chance of an additional super, which is going to come quite in handy in the next phase. Again, I don't think it's necessary, but I'm definitely not going to turn down some extra defense that he's going to get on super against Cooler Core. Especially when he has the possibility of additionaling twice because of the potential system. And with the amount of damage Cooler Core is going to be doing and the attack disadvantage, I kind of want as much defense as we can possibly get. Okay, so Rose and ZAMASU still have their guard. They still need to be built up though. And then obviously if we put him in slot 2, them two don't link. At least if we leave it like this, Merge ZAMASU still has big bad bosses. I think we're okay. I mean, we have full HP. So I don't feel like an item's necessary. Watch me say this and we now die. Alright, we're being super attacked straight away. I would have preferred if you didn't do that, but still kind of one of the best people to super. 3, yeah, we're good. We're good, because he's still got his damage reduction. I still would have preferred if you did it after we super attacked though, but it's fine. It's fine. At least we've got the super attack out the way. No one's sealed. Because then at least these two can super attack again before they're hit. And again, they still have their guard, which is great. But going into next turn, we're down to 284k HP. We might lose a little bit more here, but he is going to double at least, which is good, along with his damage reduction. And there's no chance of a super. We're going into next turn, we have about 200k HP, which means a lot of that extra 120% attack and defense that ZAMASU is going to get, he's now not really getting a whole lot of that. Or we're going to die. there is that. All right, guys, we're back. We've got INT ZAMASU on the rotation immediately. We currently don't have him with EZA ZAMASU, which I can't lie, is his best setup. With him being on rotation for the sake of the videos, though, it does kind of hurt ZAMASU a little bit if we were to put him in slot 1, because of course he wouldn't have big bad bosses active. But slot 2, he still gets it. But then obviously, realistically, if you're going to be using this guy again, he'll probably be in slot 3 like this. So at least ZAMASU, or the EZA ZAMASU specifically, would still be triggering back big bad bosses. Kind of annoying Rosé's been sealed. Because, yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to risk it. This might be a terrible idea, but Rosé and ZAMASU still have their guard. Everyone else is still getting support. Rosé doesn't super, but as long as Rosé, double digits in slot 1, by the way, hasn't even super attacked yet, so already a very good start. Okay, what's this doing? No item, full 60%, he super attacked once. 480. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. Even though, don't get me wrong, there's a ton of damage to be taken. Let's not forget, even some like top-end units, EZAs, Dokkan Fests, some of them take that kind of... We're going to die again. It actually just kind of doesn't matter. Because I got to see what I wanted to see. I got to see what I wanted to see. Which was him tanking a super. Literally, probably one of the shortest red zone videos I've ever done. But I got to see exactly what I needed to see. On a basic, before he super attacked, double digits. Yes, he's got support, but it's only going to do so much. That 60% damage reduction is the main thing that helps him tank. 480k on a super. It's a ton of damage, don't get me wrong. With some of the like top units we've seen in the game in the last couple years since Call of Core's been here, or even a year maybe. Actually, no, a year. So it came out last year. They can take a decent amount of damage against Call of Core, but survive. This is a side EZA. Don't get me wrong, I said 480k is a big amount of damage to take, but he survives it. And he has type disadvantage. And he only supered once. Bear in mind we had some support, so maybe without Rosé, he would have taken like 500k. But the important thing is this guy would have survived. And then he was fine after that, because he's tanking double digits on basics. That is all I needed to see from this man. But could you imagine if he got like 2 super attacks, maybe 3? That would have been like... That would have been like closer to 4 to top end of 300k, which is insane. A side EZA tanking this well against still one of the hardest enemies in the game is actually a joke, while having type disadvantage. I think this probably has to be the best side EZA in the game. He goes on an amazing team, works really well with all them units. The only thing that lets him down is he doesn't have big bad bosses, and that is it. Other than that, he is amazing. That's all I needed to see. His next destination is going to be Shadow Dragon event, which I think there'll be no problems there. But once again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, even though this is a bit of a short one. I'll see you next video, guys. Take care of the rest of your day, and peace.